What's up, guys? Time to show off a new build going out to my buddy Courtney. So the request was Pompano, seafoam, and distressed. So here we are. 160 case, shark tooth bezel, yachtmaster style metal insert, and then the Pompano dial in there. We did had a cerakoted dial done up in black, and then the wife hand painted it to give us that cool seafoam-esque color. And then I sent that back over to my Cerakote guy so that he could find some Cerakote that would match, and we did a distressed style. In person, I don't want to say it's like a bronze and then a bit of a darker bronze. So this is a bit darker, this is a bit lighter. Man, do I still have stuff on me? Of course I do. I thought I had all that addressed a moment ago, but clearly I didn't. So one sec, get that off my hand there. So bronze and a darker bronze, and then with that seafoam color, we did anchor engraved crown and anchor engraved caseback, solid caseback, and I'm sorry, matching pre-V buckle. And then we did all that on a wristbound distressed strap. I thought it went nicely with it. I literally got it in the same day I got this these parts back, and I was like, you know what? For distress and solid and thick, that would be perfect. Also with the 160, I like to do these lug extensions. Instead of tying this up under the case right here where there's not a lot of flexibility, I use these lug extensions, and you really don't see them other than they kind of pop out a little bit on the sides. And if you bend down, you can actually see it there. But it gives full mobility. So if you're wanting to take this, with you and put it in a watch roll, it's pretty simple. Just still a bit tight, so let me slide that down, and then hold it and push that through. That makes it a lot easier. So you can throw that right into a watch roll, just like that, because it's not folding back over on the lug down here at the base. It's bending at this point. So it will stick a little bit because it's a little tight. See how it's a little bit kinked there? You just pull it straight. Comes right back. That is your build, good sir. So as it gets more and more distressed or abused, it will just look like it's supposed to look like that, right? Then I did a set of white hands that happened to have a nice teal colored lume to them. The seconds hand is hand painted. That was a red seconds hand that's been painted in black. And then we did a darker teal painted seconds hand, so that does not lume. What we've lasered out here, that's backside loomed. And the hands will lume, just not the seconds hand. But we gave just a little bit of a darker color there to where you can see the difference in it. So that is your build. I think it came out pretty awesome, and I appreciate you a ton, buddy. Bezel on this is decently tight. It'll go left, it'll go right. This is not a click style bezel. It's just a tension ring bezel. Automatic mechanical, you've got a rotor in the back. You can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit. Now you do it as you back the crown off the threads, and so you hear it and feel it clicking. And at that point you can wind. And a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, that mixed with your rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day. If you know you're not going to be active at all, just wind it for another 4 or 5 seconds. That will max out your 31-hour power reserve on it. You can't overwind it, so don't worry about that. You can wind all you want. When you're happy with that, you're going to pull it to the one and only click, and at that point you can set your time. Does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a bit of a wobble crown there. That deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it? 3:47 p.m. When you're good, push it over, get it out of that time setting, and wind it down. And that is your build, sir. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. Wife was able to find some good stuff in the mix that went properly with the watch. So come in a black stained BBW special edition box. They come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, so everything here in the center. Some weather conditioner to keep that strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not, apply a little bit on the front and the back, especially the back because that's what's making contact with you. With a rag or something like that, don't use a microfiber. And let it soak in, remove any excess. And then lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like a poly watch. It's for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it. But if you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it and use your color matching microfiber and buff out that scratch. If the scratch is still there, wait a little bit longer. Let it solidify and revisit it and do another layer over top. So, Courtney, that is your build, sir. I hope you love it, man. I think it came out pretty awesome. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. If you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.